Stampin' friends, it's me, Rachael Coon, with the joy of stamping with Rachael, an independent demonstrator in America. Thank you so much for joining me today. I received a beautiful box on my front porch late last night, like 9:32, and we were stalking that UPS guy so much, and he finally delivered it, and I was too tired to even open it, and I knew if I opened it, I would want to play with it, so I saved it for this morning to share with you guys and to show you some things that I got from the pre-order. So first, let me tell you what the pre-order is and explain where I am a little bit. I'm outside today, which is really fun. So you're going to hear some noises. There's going to be some birds. I might have the maintenance man come by. This is probably a lot quieter than the inside of my house right now. I have 4 kids who are doing schoolwork, and they have their own Zooms, everything else going on, so I figured this would be a fun location to do it today. Why not? And it's nice lighting, and we have great weather. I'm in here in Southern California, so it's nice weather almost all the time. Okay, so what is a pre-order? Pre-order is what demonstrators get to do when a new catalog comes out, and a month before you can go ahead and order a selective amount of products from the pre-order. The smaller catalogs, you can usually order almost everything in that catalog. Hey Trisha! But a annual catalog, you can only order a very small amount, like a taste of the catalog. And then you get to play with it early, so that way we can show you guys how to use a new product. Hey Ashley, glad you're here. I'm excited to show you guys what I got in my pre-order that I've been waiting for over a week now. Shipping delays are in effect with COVID-19, and just when mass produces a people order, it automatically will slow down. So I've waited semi-patiently to receive this box, but I have just cut it open. I have not even looked inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the fun things I have. It looks like Natalie just joined us. Hey Natalie, feel free to talk to each other or myself. I don't care. I just want to show you these fun things. Okay, so as always, bubble wrap is inside the boxes to keep the product safe. And then there has our supply list, so 3 pages long. So if anything's on back order, I can look on here and it will let me know why it wasn't in my box, because it will be shipped later. So those will set aside. Oh, where should I start? I have lots of fun things, and this is not organized in any shape or form. So let me grab some of these ribbons. Okay, we're starting with this one. This is the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack, and it came in 3 together, which I love, and they coordinate with a sweet. Aren't those beautiful? I know there's kind of a shine, so there we go. Kind of see it there. This one's a thread. This one's a gingham ribbon, and this is just a solid white, which solid white ends up being really handy, so you can always change the color of white things. Hey, Trisha. Oh, yes. We're talking about the orders, too, if they've gotten theirs yet. I have these fun little sequins. They're brand new. They're coming out for the Flowers for Every Season gems. Kind of get them out, huh? We bring scissors if I need to open things. But look at those colors. So pretty. I love it. These are great to add for little embellishments or to put into shaker cards. That way fun, which you'll see why in just a little bit. Okay. Ooh, this is a new embossing folder. Let me see if you can see that very well. I know the reflection's coming off. There we go. This is a new embossing folder, and it's called Tasteful Textile. And this reminds me a lot of a subtle unfolder. It's very, just not like a huge print. It's more just to add a little bit. Oh yes, Trish's excited for those gems too. So you can kind of see what the texture is going to be on there. There we go. Just very subtle. And I'm just going to add a lot to any project just by giving it that texture. Okay. Oh yes. This one I won't open, but it's beautiful. These are the Flowers for Every Season Memories and More card pack. These are great for beginners because everything is pre-cut for them, and all they have to do is glue and attach to a note card. They're also used for scrapbooking. So if you're a scrapbooker, these are great little pockets, which Stampin' sells if you want to make a scrapbook, to make your own little photo albums. And these just give it a little bit more personal touch to it. And this is a great color scheme. You kind of see some of those new colors for our end colors are right there. So those will be fun to play with. Great Floral Friday. Okay, let's see. So I have a lot of things. I also got just normal envelopes because I always need those. Oh, here's a new stamp set. You guys ready? I know it's backwards, and my phone for some reason doesn't flip on these, so I apologize. I've tried a couple times and just can't figure it out. So if anyone knows how to flip on an Android phone for Facebook Lives, feel free to tell me. This is called a grandkid, and it's great for grandparents. I always like to make birthday cards for my in-laws and my mom and my dad to give out to their grandkids. I make that for their gift, and then they can give it away. And these ones have some great ones. Says to amazing grandson, we must be related, best grandkid ever. So these will be so fun to make for me to be able to give to people who have grandkids, because I don't have any grandkids yet. But this will be fun. I'm excited for that one. I don't think very many people probably got that one either. I'm going to gather all these ribbons and set them aside, because those will be next. My box is crazy. If you were to see it, you would see that it's just kind of all not together in the way that you would order it, not in like the sweets. Let me show you this next stamp set. This is amazing one. It's called Beautiful World, and this one is a suite. So it has papers and embellishments and ribbons and things that all coordinate with it, so you don't have to think at all, and it's just matches, and it is gorgeous, and the sayings and the fonts are amazing, and then just little extra things like the double-sided globe, so I have two parts of the world represented there. Has thank you for being part of mine, you make the world a better place. Just really great sayings, and it's fun because the color scheme for this paper is a little bit more masculine than most. So that one is fun, and I'm excited to play with that one. Let's see if I can find any of its matching parts to it. Let's see. Here we go. So that one has its dies. These are the world map dies that will cut out a lot of these images in there. Let's see if I can open it a little bit and give you guys an idea. And the dies that you use to put through a die cutting machine. Some of you are familiar and some of you are brand new. Okay. So there we go. You can see those. So it has all these fun dies. This one is really cool. It's like an embossing scrippy. So I can emboss and give a script leg to that one. These ones are more of a outline of a stamp image. Same with that one. This is a whole new die, so it'll create these shapes when I run it through the machine. Aw, thanks, Trisha. This is my Kelly Clarkson shirt. That's what I call it. This is what I wore when I went to go see the Kelly Clarkson show live, and I love it because the color. The color is gorgeous, and it's kind of fun and flowy. See my long sleeves. So, thank you, Trisha. Oh, hey, Stephanie, you just joined us. I'm showing people what came in my box. Ooh, okay. I'll do these two together, because these ones go together. Oh, actually, let's go back to that world. So part of that world suite was this trim, and this is I can't say it right. I'm going to say it's like a fake suede trim. It's Fox, I can't remember, F-A-U-X. Fake suede trim. Hey, Laurie, thanks for joining us. And this is a trim that goes along with that stamp set, and you can tell that this paper also goes with that stamp set. And this one, though, is along just like that Memories and More set that I showed you. They're already pre-cut, great to make fast cards on note cards. So all you have to do is add glue, stack it on, maybe stamp one thing. Some of these even have some stamp or words on them, so it's a really easy card. But look how beautiful that is. See that world, that globe, and how it shines? They introduced a new color. It's a brass is the new foil type paper, and so you'll see a lot of these brass looking colors throughout the paper of this suite. Trisha, I didn't know that either. That was really cool. I just, when I opened up those dies, I didn't realize how it wasn't just a cutout of the stamp globe, but an actual cutout of a globe as well. Very interesting. Okay, along with that suite, we have this amazing, another embossing folder. And this one's called Old World Paper. This one, you can kind of see it, is going to make your paper have this very crinkled and rustic look to it. I'm excited to use this one so much, which sounds really, you don't want to like make your paper look kind of old, but it gives it such a great texture and a feel, especially if you want to do something more vintagey or more masculine. So this one is a fun one, and that goes along with that suite as well. And the great thing about that suite is that you can buy a little parts of it, or you can buy the whole suite with one code. So if you love this whole suite, you could order the whole thing. All right, there's that one and more paper. Let's see what else we have in here. Okay, we're gonna open this one up. You can kind of see. I don't want to keep you guys here too long, but well, you're here, I might as well show you. This is the awesome paper that goes along with that suite I was just telling you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Kind of like a grid, kind of like, looks like map-like to me even. The back side looks like that. It's a very green. So, and these packs will get 2 of each design, and our designer series paper is meant to be double-sided, so you can use both sides, and if you don't like one side, there's always the other. Okay, that's gorgeous. These little tiny brass globes, and then it has this compass paper as well. That's on one right there. Oh my goodness, this is another amazing one. Look at that design. Wow. If I do that really fast, it might be really trippy, so I won't do it too much. But that is so cool. Definitely, if you are a scrapbooker, this is a fun piece of paper to have because it's a 12 by 12. But also, just to do little cuts of this would be amazing, amazing to see. The back side of this one is kind of like that scrippy font, that very rustic looking, faded, vintage look to it there. A well-traveled person. This one looks like a map. It has some locations on it. If you look really closely, you can read it. I see Switzerland on one and Scotland. So this is a very fun world paper there. On that back side, we have kind of like a yellow grid. I do think this is one of the new in colors. I'll have to double check. So that's exciting that that's in the suite. Oh, and this I do know is one of the new in colors. This is that cinnamon color there. Great paper on that side. Flip it over and it looks like another map. Oh, this is so fun. And then we have these little tiny compasses on this side. And on this side we have kind of like a spongy looking grid as well. Great pieces. Oh, so pretty. There's even more to the suite. So there's paper, there's the trim, the stamp set, the dies, the embossing folder. There's also brass sheets. Mine are coming later. And then I have, let me see if I can find it. It's like a treasure hunt in this box over here. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna have to stand. Okay, found it. These are antique cornered and slide elements. These are so cool. And I saw someone use them. I think it was Sarah. Got this little like bracket here. You can put the trim through it. That came, and then they have these little corner pieces. Okay, let me show you this one. Okay, this little corner piece here you can put on the square and give it that framed rustic look. Can I see that one? I know it's kind of tricky because it's small, but it's so detailed. Has these little grooves on one side. It's even double-sided. So if I wanted just to use, let's see if I can get that angle on there right. These ones are just stripes, and this side has like swirly things on them. Oh, maybe. And catch that. I'll have to take a photo of that one so you guys can see that one. It has so much texture to it. And what a fun little embellishment to add. The really cool thing about this embellishment, it's pretty flat. Look how flat and narrow it is. So a lot of embellishments, I don't get because I feel like they're kind of bulky and it's harder to ship them. This one will ship so nicely along with a card. So, love that one. And rarely do we have like masculine embellishments. So as you know, for my Manly Mondays, I'm really trying really hard to make more masculine cards. Okay, so that's those ones. I have some more ribbons. Let me see if I can get all my ribbons out to show you. Because with the new ink colors come matching ribbons. Okay, that one is an older one. Set that over there. I have 3 of them. Oh, let's see if I can find the last ones. Maybe that's this one. Thanks for being so patient. No, that's that older one. Blueberry bushels going out. So I grabbed some more blueberry bushel ribbon. And that's not it. Well, oh, here's one. I'm missing one more. I'm going to find my last ribbon. I'm telling you, it's a treasure chest in here. Watch, I'll find it at the very end, or maybe it's already out. If not, I will just show you these ones. So I have these 4 ribbons. These are the in colors. I'm missing one. Like I said, and if I see it, I will snag it. But aren't these so fun? These are the perfect size. They are, let's see, the width on this one, I have to find the English version of it, is 1/4 of an inch. So it's not too wide. And these colors right here look amazing. That suite I just showed you. So those are really fun. Great, great ribbon. I'm excited to play with these. And they have a little bit almost like, not chevron, but that V look into it. So it's not just like a smooth texture. It has a little bit of texture on it. And I'm missing the pink one, which is magenta. I don't know where it is. We'll see it in back order. Okay, let's keep on going. So those are other, I grabbed some last chance items. So that's in there too. Let me show you this amazing punch. Punches are great because they don't require a lot of equipment. Like I said, the dies, you have to have an embossing and die cutting machine in order to use those. But a punch, all you need is a punch. This one is really awesome because it's 6 in 1. I'm going to take it out of the wrapper so you guys can see it a little bit better. I'm looking for that ribbon. I might have to look at my slip and see if it's on back order or if they missed it. And then I'll be calling demonstrator support and have them send it to me. Okay, I don't want to get my reflection in here, so I'll try to show it this angle. But you can see it has these little spots. So you can have lots of different measurements, 3 different measurements in each tag top. And you can have it as long as you want or as short as you want. So you can make any kind of size. And these dotted marks show how wide it'll be when you cut it out. So there's 6 punches in this one punch, which is so awesome. And you can totally customize it to anything you're making. Okay, you see the reflection? There we go. Okay. Isn't that fun? I can't wait to play with this one. This one will be a great, great asset to any craft room. Like I said, it's a punch, so it's easy to use and doesn't require a lot of equipment. All right, let me get to the next stamp set I was going to show you. I'm making a huge mess out here, and I bet people walking by think I'm crazy as I'm talking to myself, but I'm so glad you guys are here. All right, so the next one that I got is called Jar of Flowers. And this one has all these fun jars that you can stamp, and then you could fill it with that. That's like a filler stamp for it. And then, oh, this is fun. I don't know if this is a reversible one or if it has actual, we're going to open it up. Aha! Okay, this is fun. By looking at that front piece, I can tell that this is a reversible stamp set. So this one has it double-sided. Usually you only have one spot, and look, it's already in there for me. Usually I'll do a sneaky thing with these, and I'll put the outline on the back side of it, and so I can always have it there, not loosely. So when I open it, the stamp set doesn't fall out, and stick it to the actual case. But this one is reversible, so it already has it done for me. So this part right here is the opposite side of this guy. So I can use either side of these stamp sets one would be to fill the jar and one's for the actual jar. How awesome is that? And then, because you don't want an empty jar, you have so many choices of what you can put. They have like a sunflower you can put in there. You have this beautiful bouquet. That one, I don't know what flower that is, but that's really pretty. This one looks more like, I would either say, I think those are tulips. That looks like a tulip set right there, kind of and this one looks more like roses. It even has stems, so if you wanted to, you could attach those to any of these bouquets and have them in the jar also, which is way cool. Has a lid, so if you want to put a lid on that jar, you can. These little stripies, I'm not sure what the idea behind those ones are, but I'm excited to see and try and look at examples and see what else people have created with that one. So that's not all. For this one is a bundle, and it has a punch with it. There you go. So this is a bundle punch. Like I said, the world one was a die punch. This is a die bundle or suite, and this one is a punch bundle. There you go. This is a fun little punch. Look at that. Isn't that fun? So neat? This little jar that fits that shape. The best part about it is that they also come with this accessory or embellishment, which are these cute little domes. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm going to take one out so you can see. It's a dome, so you can make your own little shaker cards. You can fill this up and put it on your cards. This has adhesive on it, so when you back it to your paper, it will stick, and whatever you put inside will be inside. How cool is that? Isn't that so fun? These are really popular for shaker cards, but I'm excited to see what else gets put through these little domes. So it looks like an actual jar. And it's not, like I told you before, I don't like sending things that are too bulky. This one isn't. It's pretty narrow still. It's not too bad. I probably would put an extra postage on mine for this one, but it's not too bad, and it's not heavy, so that's nice too. I know, Trisha, isn't I so excited about that? The domes with the punch. I love it. Love it, love it. So that'll be a fun one. Hey, Jade, glad you're here. I'm mostly done. Let me show you some of the in color items that are in my box as well. This one, I don't know. We might have to find, oh my goodness, I've lost my scissors. My scissors were, oh, here we go. They're somewhere on this table of fun. This one has more of the in color items in it. And it's called Flowers for Every Season, Memories and More, Cards and Envelopes. So, I showed you that mini card pack right here. This would be great paired with this guy. Why? Because card bases are already there, envelopes are already there. All you have to do is pick out the ones that you want from this one and glue it on. Easy peasy. If you want to go more, you could add some more stamping to it. But this is pretty simple stamping here, and it's already done for you, and it's in these new in colors. So you kind of see it has this square shape here. You can totally fit your little piece of paper in there from that Memories and More. That's the idea behind it. And there's the new colors. There's our bumblebee, and that's our cinnamon right there, that nice brown. And then we have our jade, just jade. I love, this is probably my favorite. It almost kind of matches my shirt. Let me see, show you. My shirt's a little bit darker, but I do love the shade. And then we have our moonlight and our magenta. Look how bright that pink is. Isn't that awesome? That's the ribbon I couldn't find somewhere. We'll keep on looking for it. So these are already pre-cut for you. Awesome. And the best thing is that their envelopes are just not regular white envelopes. They make them to match. So for like this one right here, our magenta, you can have it matching with your card. So they open it up and it just looks so complete and polished and clean. So that's a fun one to pair off with those pre-cut Flowers for Every Season pieces of paper. Okay, let's go a little bit more about these in colors. I did grab, a 12 by 12 of them. You can kind of see right there, it comes in a giant pack. This is great when I want more sizes. The other size is the, what I call the card base size. So this right here, I can make 2 cards from 1 sheet of these when I make a traditional A2 card. And I like using these for card bases because they're easy, the measurements are done, and just half and half. And I have those measurements memorized. Versus this 12, I would not use this to make a card base out of. This I'll use to make little pieces from, or use the whole piece. All right, so there's that magenta. And let's see, there's always 2 names to Stampin' Up! Colors, and I always usually shorten it down, so I can just say one, it's easier, but I love the alliteration. So this one's Magenta Madness. It's one of our new ink colors. And then you just saw a little bit of our Bumblebee, and that's that yellow, that very rich yellow, I want to call it. It's not as bright as some of our other shades, more of a darker yellow. Then we have this amazing cinnamon, which we do not have any color like this at all. I'm trying to show, I know that shines, so it's hard to see my reflection there. But this cinnamon literally looks like a cinnamon stick, or the color cinnamon when you shake it out. And this is called Cinnamon Cider. Are you catching the alliteration there? You hearing it? And then we have our Misty Moonlight. It's a great blue to have in there. And that Just Jade. Oh, I love this one. Do you guys have a favorite? I know some of my demo friends around here. Let me know if you have a favorite already that you've seen from the in colors. The cinnamon makes you hungry. I love it. Trisha, you're the best. Let's see if that's everything from the pre-order. They have dimensionals in here. Oh, we'll do the last one. Is our embellishments for the in colors. These are great little enamel dots. They're pretty small, like just a little dot. But look how much color they add, and they are great together or even alone. So if I just had one color on it, it'd be great. Oh, Trisha, you're so awesome. I'm so glad you're here. You're so good for my self-esteem. I should always just have a Trisha in my back pocket, right? Someone that always compliments you. Thanks, Trisha. All right. So the rest of the items I have in my box are things that are retiring or their last chance products. I could show you some of those I grabbed really quick. Some of the stamp sets I wanted to make sure I got and why I got them. So I grabbed these ones. These are gone. These are the Stargazing. And this is a little twinkle. And I also got the punch that has little stars and moon on there. And I can give you one reason. These have always been on my wish list, but never needed it right away to make something. But my dad is a huge star guy. Like, he loves everything about planets and the moon and the stars, and we'll send texts to each other like, oh, go look at the moon tonight. And so I would love to make him fun cards with the moon and stars and with these fun sayings. So I snagged these, even though they're retiring soon. His birthday's in June, so my plan is to make up a bunch of cards for him using this stamp set. The other one that I got, that I had to get because it's retiring and I just didn't want to miss out on it, was the Wish for All. This has been on my list for a long time and it has dies with it. But for this guy alone, I really wanted the tiara. It's such a beautiful little tiara. And as some of you know, I'm part of the Queens group. And then I have my own little team, and they're the Royal Heart Stampers. And I use tiaras in a lot of the things that we do to represent royals. Royals wear beautiful tiaras. So I'm excited to have that just in my back pocket for any time that I need to make something with a tiara. So those are some of my last chance items that I had to get. I'm still curious about where that ribbon went. It's probably in the mess. I wish I could show you my camera right now. Everything right here is kind of crazy and intense. And I do want to show you couple more things, or not to forget about. If you want to get, it's on the very bottom. a catalog from me this month, the month of May, you totally can. I would love to send one to you, but you can get it for free when you order $50 from me this month. I'll send that to you super happily. I already sent it out to my VIP members, and they spend at least $20 a month for me in this last year. So those are my VIP. I already have those ones. But if you want a catalog, go ahead and spend $50 on my online store this month, and I will send this to you very happily, along with a fun little card to go with it with some of the new products that you just saw. I'll make something fun for you. So hopefully, if you want one of these and you don't already have a demonstrator, order from me this month, and I will send you your very own catalog before June 3rd. It's when it goes live to everyone else, and people could just see it online. But if you're like me, you really like to have something in your hand. You are a paper person, in fact, and so this is one of the best papers that you can have. That is almost it. I just want to set a reminder for my live tomorrow. I'm starting that Fun Fold Friday, and tomorrow's Fun Fold was made by my friend Natalie Wool, and she said I can demonstrate this one for everyone. But this is the card we'll be making. It's called a mini Z fold, and you kind of see why there's, maybe if I go this way, you see the Z better. It has that Z shape to it. So it's just a cute little fun fold. Join me tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and I'll show you how to make this one with the measurements. And if you don't have any of the dinosaur paper stuff, that's fine. Use whatever DSP you have, and we'll make this card together, the fun fold part of it. And I think that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully you found something in this pre-order that you love. Oh, one last thing. If you are not a demonstrator yet and you love some of these items, the best way to get them right now is to become a demonstrator, and you can put that in your starter kit. So if you love these papers and you love these inks or these colors, then you can join Stampin' Up right now, and as part of the perk, you can get them early as well. Otherwise, everyone else has to wait till June 3rd, and my plan is to make you as many demonstrations of these cards as I can and share them with you, so you guys will be excited about that June 3rd date as well. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy stamping, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.